You're watching Rene Brun, the official channel.
Subscribe to Rene Brun Official.
My God, people, it feels like it's been a long time since I made one of these videos. So I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things. As some of you may or may not have been aware, back in December in Iceland, I had a fall and shattered my elbow bone. So to start off, just to give you an update on that, people had been asking. So I have about 90% approximately of the movement back. I cannot straighten my arm completely because there is a metal plate. I don't know if you can see the scar from here. There's a metal plate that goes from here down to about here. And in certain angles, you can feel all the bumps and screws, which is kind of freaky. And you can see the bit of misshaped there. That's where the metal plate ends. So for those who are asking for an update on my arm, that's how it is there. And speaking of my arm, a couple of people have asked, Rene, do you own a Rolex? Me. Do I look like someone who'd have the few bob for a Rolex? Don't think so. Insert curse word here. For the lip readers, I apologize. No, this is a Swiss watch, a Jacques de Manois. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, trying to make it sound more fancy than it is. As you're aware, I did have an Apple Watch Ultra before, probably 3 times the price of this. I'd used it for, well, first I didn't use it for the guy cutting the grass outside the apartment. Hopefully this is not too loud in the video. But I used it for paying for stuff, checking heart rate, blood oxygen level, used it for exercise, but I didn't use it till its full potential. It was brilliant for what it did. But in regards to style, etc., it's like everyone has the same watch. There's no individual style. I saw this one day and I kind of fell in love with it. I think it's a very beautiful watch. I've actually had more compliments on this watch than I've had on any watch I've ever owned in my life. Even got a compliment from my father, Yancy. Only compliment I can ever remember getting from my dad, which is funny enough to think about it. So yeah, there are 2 updates. Very quickly as well, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. I don't know where you're coming from. Maybe my videos are getting a bit more traction. About 2-3 months ago, I was about 1,400, 1,500, 1,600, and I put out a few more videos and paid for some advertising on YouTube, so I'd imagine that actually helped quite a bit. And I'm currently at about 2,350, nearly 2,400 subscribers, which is great. More people are finding my videos interesting. They're hopefully learning a bit from it. But I need those watch hours, people. I only have about 1,600 watch hours, funnily enough. So I need to get at least 3,000, which would be nice. Like I'll like Richard Lynham says, I'll be earning pennies, which would be great. Woo! Buy myself a lollipop or something. But that's not what it's about. But it'd be nice to get something at the end, even if it just pays for a coffee or 2. But yeah, photographs. So I'm getting out a bit more. I'm back cycling, which is a massive help. Just unfortunately, like today, the weather's been absolutely lousy. So I haven't really had a chance to get out with the drone or take some pictures. The odd day, it's been okay. I did get out. So in this video, I'm going to show you 2 of my favorite recent pictures. One is of Hout Lighthouse, which I've photographed many, many times, as well as Hout Village. I've been doing that for over 30 years. And I can't believe I finally got what I regard as the best picture of Hout Lighthouse I've ever taken. This is the one down by the harbour. So in my mind, my intention is I refuse to take any more pictures of the lighthouse at the harbour because I got the best shot I've ever taken. I'm very, very happy with it, and hopefully you agree. And that will be over the video here, hopefully, while I'm talking. And the other shot, which is a favourite of mine, which I've taken recently, is one of my father down the local pub. Now, the reason that's a favourite shot of mine is my mother passed 13 years ago this month. She was 64. heart attack after a knee replacement. I'm not going to go into much more detail, but it's a very young age to lose a parent, or for a parent to pass on. And I don't get to spend as much time, well, no, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I don't get to spend quality time with my dad, other than really seeing him down the pub the odd time or calling up to the house. So when he came down to the pub there last week, he had an old German hat on, or I should say he got in Germany. I think my mother bought it from him at one stage. And it's a really nice hat, and one of the last really nice pictures. Is it legal to kill lawnmower men? This guy's annoying the shit out of me with the noise of this. Pardon the language, I might have to bleep that out. Actually, that was an air blower guy. So one guy mows the lawn, the other uses an air blower to blow it back onto the grass. How convenient. We pay for this service, by the way. But yeah, my train of thought crashed. Oh yeah, so my father had this really cool hat on, which the last time I'd seen him was before my mother died, and he was in much better shape 13 years ago. So he had this hat on. He was sitting by the window in the White House down in Baldoyle Village, and there's some lovely, nice natural light coming through, and I immediately said, I need to get a black and white shot, which I took. Now, it's very hard to get my father to smile for a photograph. It's completely unnatural to him. You know, if you look at any old photographs, he's not smiling. So once again, he didn't do it in this picture. But the look he has is a funny one. It almost looks like he's shocked, like he's going, "Ooh?" You know, who's taking my picture? Yeah, but it's a nice shot. Oh, bit of camera shake there. Sorry, I hit the tripod by accident. So yeah, hopefully that's the end of this video. Very short and sweet. Hope to get out a bit more. Thanks again for your support, your likes, your follows, your comments, your feedbacks. If you ever see me make a mistake in one of my videos or give correct information, please call me up with it. Correct me. DM me, put it in the comments, because there's no such thing as mistakes, really. You have to look at it as a mistake is basically an opportunity to learn, and that's what it's all about. So you learn, you grow, as we do with this community. So before I leave, just while I remember, on Instagram as well, check out Jim Leonard, brilliant Irish photographer, Richard Lynham, and Gary Doherty, absolutely brilliant photographers. I'm going to try to put a screenshot of their pages up here. You know, support local lads, support Irish photographers, keep the Instagram and the YouTube video growing. You know, we all help each other out. That's what it's about. And hopefully see you soon for some new photographs. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that all in one take. Oh, still recording.